And for a while, different states have been trying to experiment with different ways of killing people when it comes to the death, enforcing the or carrying out the death penalty. Now, this comes, of course, because European suppliers of the drug pentobarbital, which was used in executions before, lethal injection, these pharmaceutical companies in Europe will no longer sell it to us in order to, be used to carry out executions. Now, because of that, a lot of our states that still believe in capital punishment are trying to become a bit more, they're trying to experiment, I guess. When it comes down to it, they're trying to experiment in different ways of killing people. Now, recently, there was an execution in another place that was botched. But this execution was the execution of Clayton Lockett. There was an issue with his execution. It was botched. Now, he still died in the end, but it was excruciating. He convulsed, and gasped for air for about 43 minutes after eventually dying of heart failure. Now, after that, Oklahoma kind of said, well, we need to maybe hold off on this for a while. Now, the prison warden supervising that execution described the scene as a, quote, bloody mess. Yeah, executions normally are. So in order to get by, to get past that, because they just can't wait to kill people, Oklahoma says, you know what? Let's bring back the gas chamber. Yes, let's bring back the gas chamber. Mike Christian, who is an Oklahoma representative, told the AP that execution by nitrogen hypoxia, which basically, what they do is that they fill the chamber with nitrogen until you basically asphyxiate. You run out of air and you die. He says it would be a lot more practical, painless, and would not require the presence of a doctor. Yes, let's keep doctors out of it. Let's put somebody in the gas chamber. You know who else used the gas chamber? Bringing back the gas chamber. This is folks, this is the 21st century. And we are bringing back the gas chamber. We're thinking about bringing back the gas chamber in Oklahoma. You know what else would be a lot more practical? Dig a ditch, blindfold people, line them up, and shoot them all in the back of the head. Oh, wait, I know somebody else that does that. The same people right now that we're calling barbaric. So how's that any different than what we would be doing now? It's not any different. Capital punishment is not, it needs to be done away with. We need to get rid of this whole thing. We need to get rid of the death penalty. It is barbaric. And instead of maybe thinking up more and different and more interesting ways to kill people, maybe we should think about, I don't know, rehabilitation, reducing recidivism, or at least locking people up that we know cannot be rehabilitated. It costs far less to keep someone in prison for a life sentence than it does to actually kill them, especially when it comes to elaborate things like the gas chamber or electric chair. Hell, bring back the guillotine. Start beheading people. Oh, wait, I also know of a group that does that. This is an insane conversation to be having in the 21st century. We should not be killing people. The state should not be killing people anymore. I don't know if I have to remind you, but we have a pretty high execution rate. We're up there with North Korea and Iran. That's pretty bad. We should be ashamed of ourselves for continuing these practices.